and I hope you're able to pick up my voice enough. First off, my name is Jonathan Grimes. I'm a teacher at the Lee County Career and Technical Center and an adjunct teacher at Mount Empire Community College. Welcome everybody, distinguished guests and colleagues. I want to thank you all for coming to this exciting new opportunity. I want to thank the Town of Big Stone Gap, Mount Empire Community College, and especially the students, okay, that without programs like these, we wouldn't be able to have events like this. So, you know, especially the students, that's what this is all about. I do teach computer repair and also networking 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we also did a cybersecurity course this summer at we got a cyber camp at the Big Career Center. Thanks to the help from Mount Empire Community College, we were able to have 13 students that were able to get college credit for coming down and doing a cybersecurity camp with us this summer. I also coach Cyber Patriot. For those of you who don't know what Cyber Patriot is, it's a cybersecurity-based competition. It's a national, actually a global competition. They have some teams that compete in DoD stations, like in Germany, South Korea, and a few other places. I'm also a Skills USA advisor. Skills USA is a competition that it's also a global competition. Most of the time it's competed at the high school level, and it deals with industry and trade type schools. Or type classes, carpentry, welding, information technology services, and networking, of course, the ones that I'm involved with. And I'm also a mentor for, we do 2 other national competitions. One is called Are You Secure? That's Radford University's cybersecurity program. It's literally a hacking competition that students are able to try to see what kind of vulnerabilities they have in the network and operating systems at Radford University. And this year, the other main competition that we do is Cisco Net Riders. Net Riders is a competition where students take a test, a written test online that if they place signed up, then they're able to win 3 industry certification vouchers. Now, those vouchers can vary anywhere from $200 to $400. So it's you know, a pretty big prize to be able to just sit down and take a test and win that. With me today, I've asked a few of my, one former student from Mountain Empire, a current student at Mountain Empire, and a duly enrolled student with Mountain Empire in the Lee County Career and Technical Center. I'll start with Zach Hammonds. I'm just going to brag on all of them just for a moment. Zach Hammonds won first place in the Information Technology Services at the 53rd Annual Virginia State Skills USA Championship. He is literally the reigning champion for computer repair in the great state of Virginia. So just a tremendous accomplishment for Zach. He has worked with me in Cyber Patriot and first year computer repair. And what I say about him, he always chose the hardest section, assignment, or task, and literally he crushed it every time. They're just that is his zone. That's what he does. Next, I'll talk about Jacob Garrett. He took first place in the Internet Networking Championship at the Skills competition this year. So, just a tremendous accomplishment for both of these students were, now this was at the high school level, so both of these students were in the first year Cisco networking classes. I mean, to learn that much and be able to absorb that much knowledge and compete with other similar students that maybe have been in programs for 2, 3, and 4 years, you know, that's just a tremendous accomplishment. So I do have to brag on them a lot. Dakota Vandergrift, he was actually in one of the first classes I taught at Mountain Empire, and just ever since he was in my class, we've had events similar to this. He has been a Cyber Patriot mentor. This will be his second year to be a mentor, so that he also teaches our Cyber Patriot students. So just to ask for a panel of people like this to be down here and just a wealth of knowledge, I'm truly blessed that they had an interest in my courses. So thank you all for coming down. To move forward, it's been a very busy day, and we have a very busy day scheduled here in Big Stone Gap. Does anybody know what's going to happen in the next couple of hours?
Football.
Football. Okay. So of course, yeah. So of course, I had to schedule on the day that we had a football event. But we also have a lot of other events. I want to brag on Big Stone's town manager, Steve Lawson. There are so many different things that we're doing as a town now that it just makes it a great place to live. You could ask anybody going down the street, hey, what are we doing in Big Stone Gap this weekend? And there's something, you know, there's something going on. And that's just not something we've had in previous years. So thank you, Steve, for that. And then we have Thanksgiving next week. Here comes, you know, a holiday season, and all I can think about is sliding down that plate full of mashed potatoes and gravy. But I wanted you all to be a part of this unique opportunity. And what I want to say is that if you give students the tools to build something, that's what they're going to do. They're going to build it. If you give them the opportunities to excel, then that's what they're going to do. And this is what we've asked you here for today is a program that we found during one of the skills championships. That's actually how we learned about the Virginia Star program. And an interesting fact is, and I'm sure Chuck, after I introduce him, can tell you, with all these competitions and programs that are out there that we compete in, most people, when you say, you know, hey, we're from Virginia, they think, you know, we're from Northern Virginia. There's Virginia Beach, or, you know, somewhere up in Northern Virginia, and we're like, no, you know, we're from Virginia. We're from Big Stone Gap. You know, that's what we literally tell people, and they're like, well, where is that? You know, geographically, you know, where is it? And we're here today. You know, we're here today to let them know that's this technology, these different programs. We're trying to get our name out there, be recognized from where we're from. So, why did I tell all of this? Well, it's because during that we found the Virginia Star program. And it's a program, I'm not going to speak about it. I'll let Chuck Drake mention this to you, but it benefits our students. It benefits our businesses, different organizations around here, and it just benefits our community as a whole. So just because of that, we've asked Chuck and to come down here and allow us to be a part of it. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Chuck Drake. He is the Virginia Student Training and Refurbishment Program State Coordinator. And Sharon Henry, she is the Educational Foundation, Spark Educational Foundation, and Spark is the
Supporting partnerships and resources for kids.
supporting partnerships and resources for kids. I knew I would get it this time, right?
You did a great job.
Okay, so if you all will come up and go ahead and talk about your programs. Thank you all for coming here.
Recognize you.
Synopsis of the
So I'll start, as Sharon's passed on a brochure. We're from Northern Virginia, up there in near Manassas, in Fairfax, in that area. I can tell you right now that I didn't know what Big Stone Gas was, but now I do. And actually what Jonathan said right there was something that we love doing in this program. We travel all over the state, and one of our farthest partners from where we are, Prince William County Public Schools, it was Virginia Beach. And maybe the other one was Botetourt, which is outside of Rome. Maybe we were down in Pennsylvania. That was the furthest, but nothing even compares to the journey. Next time when I come down here, I'll get a plane.
It'll take you long.
A narrow plane, I mean, with like a prop.
Fly to Knoxville.
Yeah. Fly to Knoxville and drive up. My goodness, you guys are way up.
That's still 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I love it. It's beautiful. Sharon and I, we actually were down there. We started our journey on Wednesday and then came to a meeting with Jonathan on Thursday. And we stayed earlier.
Started that.
But last night we were actually at the Comfort Inn up there on the hill. Awesome. Ate at your little Mexican place, Superior. Did the walk around the yeah, the trail.
The trail is awesome.
Beautiful job on that. If you guys built that or whoever took part of that, spot on. So we've seen so many places around the state, maybe not this neck of the woods, but anything east of this, a little farther east of this. We know that state like the back of our hand. Not this neck of the woods, but I can tell you it's beautiful down here. The people are very friendly. And Jonathan, what you guys are doing here, we're learning more about what you're doing in MECC, but in terms of what he's doing in Lee County, really surprises us. Like I say, Sharon and I have been to many, many places. We brought a van full of equipment all over the place, and I was very much surprised to talk to Jonathan. We actually learned about the guy, we learned about him and us, by one of our persons at Virginia Beach, by the name of Gene Sproul, who's a 4-year recipient of Virginia Star. Right, Sharon? I can't remember how we met him, but those guys were chit-chatting. He had a Virginia Star shirt on. See this shirt? Star. And Jonathan asked him, what's that? And those guys started talking. The next thing I know, a day later, whatever, Jonathan, who's, by the way, a real gem you have down there, called me. And we started talking, and I couldn't believe what he was doing.
Very impressive. So, you know, Lee County's on the map. Jonathan talked about getting you guys on the map with some of the award-winning programs. Now you're on the map. It's right. We have it in front of you. I'll tell a little story about, I told it at school earlier. Mr. Drake was down here about 3 years ago. We were down here with the current STEM director for the state of Virginia, through the governor's office, the Department of Education. And she was hosting different roundtables for folks in basically all of Southwest Virginia, because it's been our dream for a long time to find a good, viable partner in Southwest Virginia to bring Virginia Star to. So Mr. Drake goes to Smith County, White County, I forget all the counties he went.
There was 4 or 5 right kind of between the
On the way to you guys.
Yeah.
Right in this neck of the woods. And he brought the program up, he talked to superintendents, he talked to IT people at the school, and they said, we don't have any jobs here, we don't want this program.
Told us flat out.
Flat out, don't want it, there's nowhere for kids to go, we can train them all day long, but they ain't going anywhere. And it was just that attitude that really upset me. And from that point forward, getting down here has been a difficult journey for us, not just physically, but to get someone like Jonathan on the receiving end that is working for kids day in and day out and giving them a hope for the future. That's what we love. So let's all give it up. He's gonna get sick of me saying this, but I honestly believe it. He's a champion for our area and students. Without his vision, without putting his neck out there and saying, I'm gonna do this. And we're bringing stuff to you. We're giving you the resources. We're giving you the money. It comes from your taxpayer dollars. That's why we all pay taxes in Virginia. Mr. Drake's salary is paid by taxpayer money. The computers come off federal networks, right? FEMA. You pay for those. Why would we not give them back to the very people that pay? But it's still your fund.
No, it's awesome. So, I love the idea of this thing with Ron Johnson. Guys, you're on the map. Big Stone in this area has been here forever, but not us. And now it is. And we are incredibly honored to be part of it, but also we're a very good advocate. Like I say, we travel everywhere and we spend a lot of time in Richmond. And so for us to know what's going on here and spend a day and a half of our business life down here means something. So we're going to go back now to Richmond and Northern Virginia and toot you guys' horns. We've seen what your kids can do. We've seen the operation here. We've been to your towns. Been to Abington. We've been to Big Stone. We've been to Bennington Gap. We've seen this area. We've hiked it. We've walked it. Driven it a lot. And you guys have. But more importantly, we're going to be an advocate for you down here. There is something you can do for us. We are in a budget cycle right now. We have the right people in front of us. This is not high school students right now. This is movers and shakers of this town and this area. And we are in a fight for the budget for Virginia Star. We're going to be funding this year, and we'll tell you what we're going to do this very soon. But every site that's a Virginia Star site on that map, we've funded over the years, and that's taxpayer dollars. The only way we really obtain that is through lobbying in Richmond. So, there's corporate grants out there and there's foundations and so on, they're very fickle and they're tough. And so we went the route of going through our state legislature and trying to get a budget amendment, which we were successful. And then we went to actually get the governor's budget, which we were successful. Now, we have a new governor coming, and we have a new budgetary biennium, it's called a biennium 2-year budget coming up. And so you drive it clean, start over. Now what we need is we need to support a very important person in this region. Senator Kerry. He sits, did I say that correctly?
What's your picture of Mr. Senator?
Kerry.
Erica?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who knows him?
Awesome.
He did one.
He was supposed to be here, but his wife broke.
So why that's important is because he sits on a very powerful committee called the Senate Finance Committee. The small little body of folks that make all the decisions when it comes to dollars. And if he knows that we are working here, and this came by pure luck. We didn't even know this senator. And we didn't know Jonathan. But as it falls, he's very a big weight in Richmond. Very powerful man. And it's going to come down possibly to a time when we need his support for you. So that's because we couldn't make this event. You got to consider this as this gets into the real tough times coming that you get support. So enough on the political side, but that is part of the game. In terms of Virginia Star, Student Training and Refurbishment, this started years ago back with East Chopra in Richmond. He was the chief technology officer, and he came up with some computers for the state and said, look, why don't we give these another life, like a new car, a secondary car, or an old house that needs to be refurbished or fixed. These have to be computers. Let's see if kids can use these and gain some skill sets. We put on an RFP. We are Prince William County answered that. We were awarded the RFP with no money. And then that started a couple of schools that were already doing this to some degree. And then Sharon, we went from there.
Yep, we talked about how we're gonna get the money, and then that's when the whole process of, we got a public activity investment fund grant, again, money from the state of Virginia, and then a budget amendment, and then eventually in the governor's budget. So it's been a long journey for us. We're here today, and I, as the foundation, representative of the foundation, they have a very, very large board of directors up in Prince William County. And we are the repository for the funds that give away the mini allocations throughout the state of Virginia. It's easier for a foundation to do it than a school division to do it. But when it comes to school division, the school division gives the funding for us. And today, we're really pleased to provide $1,000 of support to the community college for this program. There are no real parameters for the use of the money other than to specifically on the Virginia Start program. It's up to your community and the work that Jonathan's doing to figure out how money needs to be spent. Earlier today, we gave $1,500 to the county career and technical center. So with that, plus all the computers, plus all of the Microsoft licenses, it comes out to about $26,000 in financial support that this program is needing. And again, we're just really, really pleased that you all want it. We're pleased that you got the kids that can do the work, and we're really pleased about the leadership that sees the vision of this community.
So kind of to finish it up, in order to be a Virginia Star site, you have to be able to store the equipment. It's always helpful when a local community can actually start to donate computers and equipment into the program, maybe the community college. You have technology that comes off your network. I'm not sure where it goes, but it could, Virginia Star could be a recipient of that. We have a model for that in Northern Virginia. We are accepting a lot of their donations now coming off their network. In the NVCC campuses in Woodbridge and in Manassas, particularly Manassas, they're very good. And Sharon helped actually arrange that with a partnership with the Education Foundation. So that, even if the community does not have that, we still are fortunate enough to where we live, there's enough companies, and our own school division gives us first right to refusal on the equipment. So there's usually enough. I'm always worried because we're growing all the time. You can see by the map, we are a big hungry animal in many school divisions in Bontoc and Roanoke and way out in Bedford and down in Pennsylvania and out in Winchester and and Frederick and Clark and these smaller divisions, King William and way out in the small parts of Virginia Beach. They don't have a robust economic community or businesses to be able to donate. So we bring them to them. We go the van down to 132 today, of which some of those will go to this program here. When you run out and when you need more, we have a lot right now because we were successful in winning a bid from FEMA. Almost every laptop that's being stored right now in Lee County, but will come here, are from the FEMA federal program. These are high-end i5 and i7 laptops. They're expensive, they're well built, they're Dell, they're robust, and they will be a very good benefit to whatever our community decides to do with them.
And you have a commitment from us that if we can keep the funding coming from Richmond and keep the regular computers coming, they will be used.
And it's up to you all what to do with these. If you have students that need them, families that are going away to school and can't afford a machine, that's what these are for. It's really up to you. In our neck of the woods, we have gigantic families that might have one computer, but because of the nature of their businesses and their home and so on, because they're doing a lot of small businesses up where we are, they have large immigrant families, they do not let their kids on the computers because they're afraid of what they'll do with the machine. It's too important to their livelihood. So the kids, and we're talking 5 and 6 in the family or more, are not allowed to use these computers. In our school division in Fairfax and in the northern area, every single kid needs to have a device because we're all graded on that. Their assignments are on that. on Blackboard, in School Fusion, on School Messenger. These poor kids, you know, they're a distinct disadvantage. And it just absolutely crushes us every time we see this. And we see it in our own backyard. So this is what it's for, is to get this technology into the homes and people and communities. But most important is to develop students like these. This training component is not easy sometimes. There's drivers, there's broken parts, there's screens that can be used. There's power adapters that aren't the right things. The desktops have motherboard issues. The power supply goes. The video card's dead. Most people, it's just foreign. But for these kids, girls and young boys, they love it, they get good at it, and that's the backbone to getting cybersecurity experience, networking experience, and so on.
Thanks for being here.
So I'm not sure what I missed there. Maybe the final piece would be the digital badging, to where we can get towards credentials. Develop a digital badge, kind of like Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. But now it's digital, hardware, software, leadership, and innovation. So kind of a fun program that we developed to help kids get better at what we do.
Have a lot of their accomplishments along the
Yeah,
way.
yeah. So do we have any questions? I know it's a small group, but Jonathan covered it well, and I think he's got some stuff planned for you. We're going to stay a little bit, and then we've got to get ourselves all the way to Atkinson, and then wrap it on. So we're welcome to stay for a wee bit, and then we got to get to it.
We want to do this.
Oh, we have a check.
Yeah.
Let's do the fun stuff.
Not that I'm just interested in money.
No.
Guys, you all mind coming up?
Somebody taking,
Excuse me.
So this year, we're able to give $1,000 to the program,
somebody gonna take pictures.
and if we're successful in Richmond, we can do even better. But I think it's a good couple of bucks for the community here. Oh, you should be on the inside. There you go.
Their head's out, but I can't get the, you're fine.
Let's go all the way back.
Yeah, let's go.
Sure. Is your light coming in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was coming in on the video a little bit.
Could you go over there?
That's perfect.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I
What's that
can't,
game where you have to go around the chairs and find a chair to sit down?
so I'll just get your back, I guess, because we only have so much cord here. And I don't think I can stretch it that far, maybe.
Really? Did you want to learn?
Oh,
They're professionals, aren't they?
yeah, you're good. Deflect the light.
Oh, big check? That's kind of fun, isn't it?
Hopefully it won't be the last.
We love the big check. That's awesome. We good?
We're good, we're good.
Okay. And then
Uh-oh.
I'll finish it up and then we'll break it out.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I think you're right. Sorry, I was in this.
I do have just a few other brief things to show you. This is where we're going to do the video example. Now, I do want to tell you a little bit of history, more than how I knew about, or how I was introduced to the Beam Star program. This all started with a conversation with Steve Lofton. We talked about wanting to do something computer, cybersecurity related with the town of Big Stone Gap. He asked if there were any kind of activities that we could do with the town of Big Stone Gap. So I thought, and I happened across Virginia Star. So I wrote down, I started writing a proposal to be able to do some kind of training, informational session type classes. And as I was doing that, I thought we would need to get an educational body involved with this. So, I then went and, drew up a proposal and then presented that to Randall and then Beach Ratliff at Mountain Empire Community College. From that, we, talked about some different programs that may be able to fit into better, and it just grew, and it grew, and it grew. So one of the things we're looking at is the plugged in program. And this type of computer repair program allows students to get industry credentials. We were talking about the digital badging, where they do specific sets of things, and that lets people know that they've done this specific task with a computer.
It won't hurt nothing.
These industry credentials are what employers are looking for when they're hiring. So this program is a great way to be able to do that. So it all started with a conversation, basically, is where I was kind of going with it. Now, before I end, I do have a short video that I want you all to be able to watch. It was made by a student in my class at the Lee
You remember how to
Career
share?
Center, over a
You just
period of
close
about
it,
2
try to keep
weeks.
the sound.
And we just basically took little clips showing what we do in the class and some of the thoughts that
Whoops.
our students have about
Up there
it.
at
So
the top.
if we can get that.
Yeah, you see it? Can you see it screen? There you go. Entire. There you go. And then it was pulled up at the top. There you go. I guess I've got it on there, is it? Can you tell where I've got this camera pointed? On that screen? I can. Okay.
One goal I have for my classroom is to have people not be afraid to break something. Anytime I talk to students, they're always afraid they're going to break a computer. That's why they don't want to fix it. But I also find that most people don't want to be a mechanic. They don't want to try to fix things on the cars. They're scared they're going to break it. But they will change the oil. So if I can just get students to feel comfortable enough to do basic maintenance tasks like installing and updating your e-virus, upgrading your RAM, memory, upgrading your hard drives and things like that, to get them to be as comfortable as they are changing their oil, and I'll feel like I've done my job.
Record the screen this way. Yeah.
Second part is the good thing about the nesting is, after you get the like you don't make it here, so. And, you take what you say,
Did you see what she did there?
The good thing about the computer repair is you learn how to work on computers and things, so if you have a computer at your house and messes up, you can fix it yourself instead of having to hire someone. And you can fix your computers, maybe the neighbors, things like that. And it's just a good thing to know, good skill.
Cisco Networking Academy is an industry standard for computer repair, computer networking, and security. Technology evolves on a daily basis. If you're not using the latest and greatest, then students who finish the classes are already behind other students in their work. I also find it's easy for students to read, learn, and take quizzes and tests It's also easy to grade those pieces.
I guess the Alliance is kind of just beach and wire to come all the computers, computers, and that helps us with the computer job. And for people who like kind of teaches not to be afraid of working on a computer, because people think that they may bring something, but this class teaches you that it's okay to get scared out of them, and that can have a computer job.
I coach my outside and Patriot teams. These teams compete globally about computer security type skills, operating systems, and the networks. I'm also a Skills USA advisor, and those students compete first at the regional level, then at the state, and then possibly to the national level about things learned in the classroom.
I'm in Cisco Computer Repair. We take apart computers visually and physically early in class. And I think we could do something with computer repair in the future. We also install graphics card and video cards and things like that, motherboards, things like that, CPUs, processors.
We are a Microsoft, CompTIA, and Cisco Academy. We try to offer students certifications in those areas so that they can put that on their resume, show them they have what it takes. Now, this was put together, of course, at the Lee County Career Technical Center by a foreign exchange student that I was lucky enough to have this year. He did all of this on his own, in his own time. So
See the little
just
envelope at the
really
bottom?
proud of him doing that.
He's gonna call up the pictures, is that what you're wanting?
Yeah. One thing we didn't talk about, we talked about the money portion of this program. What we didn't see are all the laptops that came, so I asked Chuck to send me a couple pictures of those, just so you all will be able to see that.
You already did that? Now, keep in mind, I'm in the van, I don't know where he is virtually. I sent it to him on my phone, and now it's here.
So you have to love technology. You literally have to love technology. These were the laptops that we received. I did bring an example of those if anybody would like to look at it. But the last thing I really want to
He's talking.
just touch on was that if I could define an organization
No, not the broadcast.
by the
There we
level
go.
of support that they give their employees, the Town of Big Stone Gap, Mountain Empire Community College, and then of course Lee County Career Technical Center, they would literally be on the front page. That's how I feel working for those organizations that allow me to do some of the things like this. So I really appreciate all the support you have given. If anybody has any questions, we're going to do a second part informational session, and that we can address those at that time. Thank you for your attention.
He's got-